Hello and welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. That would be boo-boo. Anyway, and I wanted to thank you so much for these beautiful nails. They have these little flowers. So thank you so much. Thank you. They're absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Yes, boo-boos and kitty wiggles. Yes, little wiggle kitty. All right. Oh my gosh, have we got funny stuff today. Oh my gosh, have we got funny stuff today. I hope you can hear me. I don't want to cover up Boo-Boo too much. All right. Okay. You ready? Okay. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed out there. You can pick and choose. And so, yeah. Or just watch the whole thing back on like 1.25 speed. If you hit with a gear wherever it shows up on the screen, you can up the playback speed. So that can be useful too. Okay. So we have several things. This isn't just one day of hilarity. It's a day of multiple. It is a day of jocularity. Okay. Did you guys see Boebert leading prayer in the Capitol building? Okay. Now, there are some people who, okay, first of all, she decided she was in the Capitol building in the rotunda, and she was praying loudly with a cellist. Shall I share part of it with you? Okay, now some people are kind of freaking out about something she said about what happened to Jesus after he died. But I was raised Catholic. That isn't shocking to me. That's what I was taught. But it's something she said later that nobody's talking about. That I'm like, excuse me. Okay, here you go. Hang on. You got to see this. You got to see this. Okay, share screen. Chrome tab. Here we go. Kathy Delisle says, I laughed so hard I scared my cat. Oh, when you watched it? Okay. Can you see? Make sure you guys can see it. Okay. Here we go.
Thank you for your son, Jesus. We come to you boldly by the blood of Jesus. It's only that blood that grants us access into the Holy of Holies, into your presence, God. And we thank you so much for your goodness. It is your goodness that leads men to repentance, that causes men to change their mind about you, God, to see a different side of your holiness. God, we love you because you first loved us. And Jesus, thank you for your redemptive work. It was complete. It was whole. There was nothing missing. There was nothing lacking. There's nothing that you left out, Jesus. I thank you, Jesus. You paid the price for each and every one of us. You went to hell in our place, and you rose again victorious. And when you were seated at the right hand of the Father on high, you did not leave us alone. But you sent us another at the exact same time. Holy Spirit, we welcome you here in this place. Flood the atmosphere. Holy Spirit, change the atmosphere of this place. Yes. I think that anointing is going out. Yes.
Okay. Yes, Browan. Just because it echoes doesn't mean it's deep, fam. Okay. Some people are freaking out because they're like, Jesus didn't go to hell. What are you talking about? Everybody knows he went to heaven. Okay, now that's what I was taught. I was taught that after Jesus died, he went to hell. And because everyone who came before Jesus went to hell, and he went down, and in the 3 days before he rose again, he rose righteous out of hell into heaven. That's what I was taught. So I'm not freaking out about that. Excuse me. The 3 days in hell thing, it's called the harrowing of hell. That's what I was taught. So that's just a particular, some Christians believe that. That's what I was taught. Okay. But, hang on, hold, time out. Can we, let's go one little part of this, and I'll keep it muted so we can just look at the captions, because one part of this was excuse us. Okay, first of all, I don't know that Jesus needs like an employment review. There's nothing you left out. It was whole. Holy what? Just holy? I don't, okay. But I thank you. Okay, you paid the price. Okay, okay. You went to hell. Okay, that's what I was taught in our place. Raised all the righteous up to heaven, and then you rose from the dead. Okay, you rose again, victorious. Okay, and when you were seated at the right hand of the Father, okay, on high, you did not leave us alone. Okay, but you sent us another at exact same time. Sent us another what? Holy Spirit, we welcome you here in this place. You sent another at the exact same time. Yeah, Valerie, no, who was it? Lisa's asking, Jesus had a twin? Yeah, I know, right? Like Elvis. Barbara says, I've never heard from any religion that Jesus went to hell before ascending into heaven. That's what I look, I am no longer Catholic, but that is what I was raised with. That's what, because even at the time I was like, everybody? So if it's BC, before Christ, everybody went to hell. And they're like, yes. Abraham, Moses, David, all of them. Yes, everybody. That's what I was taught. But I don't think she's talking about Trump or something like that, because it was exact same time. This was happening, chat, this was happening in the rotunda of the Capitol building. Lauren Boebert was praying and with a cellist accompanying her prayer. Frida's met Kevin Christ. Yeah. Robin Williams had a skit about that. Yeah. Darren says, yeah, Sodom, that's what we were taught in Catholic school in the 1960s. Yep. I was also taught that, Julie says, I wasn't taught that in Catholicism. Well, my parents believe in a very old-fashioned, in Catholicism, the whole point of Catholicism, it's the old way. It's the way that doesn't change or changes very little. But yeah, that's pretty strict, old-timey Catholicism is what I was raised with. So, yeah, Kathy Ritchie, so all souls would ascend into heaven. Well, or could, if they were righteous. Yeah, separation of church and state. Yeah. Kathy Ritchie says that's what I was taught. Yeah. Yeah. Chad said, oh, thank you. I wondered where they would allow this. It's pretty weird. I thought there was something about Jesus going to hell in the Apostles' Creed. I think so. Rose Bliss says, oh, yeah, limbo, purgatory. Oh, yeah, that's right. Or everybody. Well, there's some people say everybody went to purgatory, but it was anyway. Lisa's asking, did she elaborate on who Jesus 2.0 was? I missed it. I didn't see. Roxana says the Apostles' Creed. There we go. Julia says, yes, purgatory. I was taught about that. Everybody went to purgatory. Well, I changed schools. I went to Catholic schools. Not entirely, not everywhere I went to school, but almost. Most of my education from kindergarten to 11th grade was Catholic school. But my father, we moved every couple of years. So I changed schools almost every year when I was growing up. And so in different places, it was kind of more, everybody went to purgatory, but some places it was absolutely everybody went to hell. And it was like, what? I was also taught that the point of marriage is to have children for the church. Period. That's the point. Love, nope. You do not have intimate relations before you are married. You get married, you have intimate relationships, you have children for the church. You never divorce. It was like, really? Anyway, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this was in the comments. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we were all doing, just kind of, yeah, okay. Anyway, in my, let's see, what have I got here? In the, where was it? The Harrowing of Hell, that's what that was called. And the comments were, yeah. Oh, and this is my favorite meme of the day. Let me just share this with you. Yeah. Okay. So and there's something else in here. I'm just one random comment. Yeah, that was Jesus chapter 2 when Jesus had to go to hell to fight the father of the Russian mob boss he killed in the first one. Fight choreography was pretty clutch. And that's pretty much the seriousness of what we've got here. So look, if she wants to pray, good for you. You pray in the Capitol building, frankly, I don't care. I really don't. I think anybody should be able to pray in the Capitol Rotunda. Be my guest. I'm really concerned about the you sent someone right after. Anyway, so is this going to blow back? Yes, and the second must be Jesus. There we go. I know what you mean, Kelly. You low key kind of want that clock. I understand. Oh man, oh day. Okay. Yes, I think that Fran's got it all summed up in 2 words. She's fake. But anyway, I don't mind that, but also there's a if you go and look through the comments, there is a quote from the Bible about women should not be teaching or praying in public, or they should be silent. Oh, Joanne's asking, good afternoon. Are you ready for the BS that's about to come? I've got enough right here. We're shoveling it this morning. So, all right, Boebert. Okay. I'm not making fun of her faith. Her faith actually did get her through quite a bit. It's just, there's one term that's coming to mind, and for someone who is so devout, perhaps it would behoove her to become more of an expert on the subject. Especially if you want the whole country under your religion. Let's just say her knowledge could be better. Ten of Swords, Tower, Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I can sum up this entire spread in one phrase. You know you have made God in your image when he hates the same people you do. This is fire and brimstone, but only against them. What about charity and all the things that Jesus actually taught? Nope. Far right talking point. Lisa's lucky, yucky cards. I don't know how to say it. The scary thing is how much power she has, because she's actually pathetic. And I'm not going to kick somebody who's had that hard of a life. But her choices as an adult are hypocritical. So Marie Sutton's asking, when was the last time Bobblehead she stepped inside a church? No, she's been on the stage in front of churches, praying and speaking out. Oh, she does that pretty regularly. So, Cheryl says maybe she's using that to incite the base. No more than normal, but yeah. Kathy Ritchie says her praying is fine, but the music. Well, yeah, and who the heck was sitting there going the whole time? Yeah. It's like, Capitol Rotunda Poetry Slam has really, really gotten much worse. Yeah. Can you imagine if I just had somebody just randomly in here in the background as I was talking or praying, going, yeah. It's like my favorite line in the 6th Stephanie Plum books by Janet Ivanovich. Stephanie Plum is a bail bondswoman in New Jersey who's really out of her depth, but at one point she's dealing with this absolute stoner, and her car's been blown up again, so she needs a new car. So she's in the used car lot, and the stoner guy's with her, and he's like, you should get this you should get this one. It's got I've forgotten the planet come before it. So I'm juggling too much in my head. You should get this car. It has like protective. It's like protective. She's like, that's the vibe you're getting from it. And he's like, no, seat belts. Yeah. Just as I love that series, I have all the books. Yeah. Number 6 is the best, my favorite. I read all of them, but number 6, we were introduced to Bob the dog and stoner guy, and I will not tell you the setup. I won't even give you the main part of the punchline. I'll just say, for those who've read it, this will remind you, what do you feed that dog? That scene. Anyway, so I'm not going to jump on her for her beliefs. I'm going to jump on her for the hypocrisy, for the cello, and for the dude in the background. Yeah. What the heck? Ricky says, I don't think that there is a 100% true expert on the Holy Scriptures. I think that we're all students of the Scriptures. Yeah, and if you go back and you study, there's one particular preacher, and she, every one of the videos you can watch of her, she knows these ancient languages, so she's actually explaining mistranslations or how the translations changed the meaning of certain things and what it originally was actually saying. It's great. It's actually really interesting. You don't even have to be a Christian to find it really interesting, I don't think. But yeah, there's this. So anyway, okay, so we'll move on. Oh boy. Hellflower One's asking, who's Bob Costello? Oh, he was a lawyer who has now decided to go testify in front of the grand jury try to discredit Michael Cohen, and that's happening today apparently. So anyway, all right. So yeah, all right. At 25:30. Speaking of, I believe in the UK they have the term doolally. Speaking of doolally, being doolally, woohoo! Trump is under the impression that the New York Police Department won't arrest him because he is their greatest champion and friend. Trump has said the NYPD won't arrest him because he is their greatest champion and friend. Okay. Really? Because the Capitol Police didn't fare so well in your greatest champion and friend? Yeah, so the question is, how desperate is he this morning? I'm very, but oh, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna arrest you, you moron. Yeah, happy to. Yeah. Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, Two of Swords. Look, in general, law enforcement does tend to lean right, but nah, they can arrest you just fine. No, really. Yeah. This is the evidence. This is a thief card. This is, yeah, some really right-wing people on the force, but they still send people to jail and they still make legal decisions on arresting people. Yeah, exactly, Krista. The universe, according to Trump. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ella Flower, when stars, New York is putting up cameras and barriers all around the courthouse. Yeah. Joy says the NYPD officers are probably playing rock, paper, scissors to see who'll be the one. They'll arrest you just fine, Spiff. So that's, well, they arrest him. Then the next question at 2029 is, how's Trump doing today? Oh, Trumpy. Had a bad day. Oh, I finished my graphic, by the way. My graphic of Trump, crow and humble pie. Trump's crow and humble pie. I finally finished it. You'll be seeing it. You'll be seeing it. Hopefully soon. So how is Trumpy this morning? Yes, Janelle, this is just the beginning. And cards are coming right off the top of the deck. Kelly B. I says, I constantly pull the thief card on Trump every single time I do tarot on Trump. The thief card always shows up. Yeah. Lisa is saying the indictment will probably not be on Tuesday due to the last minute desperate witness. I think they were already planning for that. But this isn't even the worst of it. This isn't even January 6th. This isn't even Georgia. This isn't Letitia James taking taking Grift Co. apart. This thing from Bragg, this is the least of your worries. And he's freaking out. Because, number one, he has never been held accountable for anything. Ever. When has he ever been held accountable for anything? How many bankruptcies has he had? How many marriages has he had? There's always more people to give him money. There are always more women throwing themselves at him. There are always. So one, he's never faced consequences. And number two, and even now, he's not going to be treated like everyone else is treated, like he should be. Two, because of that, this man has no coping skills. I mean, none. Not one. Anger, that's not a coping skill. Throwing things, that's not a coping skill. There's no. Think about this. Do you think Trump's seeing a therapist right now? I do. And if I was in that situation, which I wouldn't be because I wouldn't do that, but if I was accused of that, I would absolutely be in therapy. I would be trying to find ways to handle my anxiety. He has no coping skills. Zippo. So he is freaking out. All right. Kristen says he won't be arrested. He'll be indicted. Yeah, I know. But he will, he will be booked. He will be fingerprinted. They will get a mugshot, and that's going to be, how dare you? Do you know who I am? Yeah. Roxanne says KFC is his therapist. Francis, I do once a month. Good for you. Good for you. 9 of Swords, Temperance. 8 of Pentacles, Lovers. He's very stressed. He's not handling it well. There is a Temperance card here, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting like muscles like cramping up in my back from the strain. This is not. Calm down. And this is where we start getting into, I don't know, maybe I'm just my empathy is kicking in today. And it shouldn't for really rotten people, but it just does. So there's part of me that's like, oh, Boebert, you've had such a hard time, but try to do better, try to be kinder, try to, anyway. And with Trump, it's like, I just want to be like a calm down, but I cannot, 1, I don't know him. 2, I don't want to know him. 3, I can't teach a 70-some-year-old man coping skills when he doesn't want to hear them. So, he's trying to get people to send him money. He's trying to get people to rise up. But no, this is just him having to go in and here's some evidence, or here are the for the arraignments, the indictment documents, what have you. And then he goes back to Mar-a-Lago and golfs. I mean, chillax. Right, and she had a rough childhood, so you did a lot of people. You don't have to turn out like she did. Oh, I agree completely. Oh, and trust me, I know people who had much worse childhoods. I'm just saying, I don't know. I haven't looked at the transits at the moment. I'm wondering if the moon is like on mine or something that's making me empathetic today, even for terrible people. Anyway. Tiania says, it's always good to have mercy for someone. Unfortunately, you are responsible for your actions, but prayers are always good. That's true. That's true. Okay. So, 3540. DeSantis got his big white welly petty boots on. Because some journalists went up to DeSantis and were asking him about Trump and what's going on with Trump and this possible indictment. And DeSantis said he would not block the extradition of Trump. And, quote, I don't know what goes into paying hush money to a porn star to secure silence over some type of alleged affair. I can't speak to that. Shade. Ooh. Ooh. He says Morrison cancer. That could be it. So DeSantis going to be doing anything to help Trump out? Poor little Trump. Your favorite president. DeSantis feels he's sitting pretty. To some extent, he and Lady Macbeth are. Ricky says, Ron DeSatanic verses. Don't make me like you. 7 of Swords, Sun, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Why? He doesn't have to do anything. Trump did this to himself, and all DeSantis has to do is, there's if you didn't do it, it'll all come to light. This is Florida. This is a thief card. This is Florida. This is being stabbed in the heart. This is insult to injury. And this is all the evidence laid out, meaning they've got the evidence laid out. There's proper, and they want you to go to an actual court where you'll get your day in court, and it's not my business. He absolutely can get rid of Trump without having to lift a finger, specifically by not lifting a finger. Hello, Becca. You might, if you need a laugh, you should go back to the beginning of the beginning of this live stream, because Boebert was praying in the Capitol Rotunda with a cellist. And a guy in the background going, yeah. Anyway. Valerie says, I swear he's paying to baby Jesus to be able to extradite him. Oh, I'm not kidding, Becca. Oh, my friend. Not kidding. I got the video right at the beginning. Yeah. And yes, Cheryl, this is a great campaign ad for DeSantis. Okay. All right. Who the heck is Pete Santilli? Pete Santilli. He's some kind of super right-wing podcaster guy. Yeah. Oh man. You know, people say stupid stuff to get views or what have you. Ricky says, I should have called my nephew up and had him play a guitar solo by Megadeth while Boebert was talking. Oh no, I've got, you want Metallica Master. Yeah, Obey Your Master. Yeah, that's what came into my head. But anyway. Yeah, Betty, I hadn't heard of him, but apparently he's a thing. Hannah says, I'm a Capricorn. I have no idea except I'm irritated. Understand. All right, right-wing media personality Pete Santilli is calling for the military to rise up. Why were they sitting down? And, quote, execute the enemies of the people, unquote. No, you sit down. Should Trump be elected, right-wing media personality Pete Santilli is calling for the military to rise up and execute the enemies of the people. Should Trump be elected, specifically Obama, Susan Rice, and Eric Holder, among others. Let me see. Did those three people have anything in common? I'll have to think about it. What could it be? Yeah, exactly, Lisa. So, I can't imagine. So, will the FBI or Secret Service come get this fool? Like just Trump says, so all the black people. Got it. Yeah. And says they're woke. Well, that's true. They are woke, but they're also not white. Yeah. Danielle says calling for a violent military coup. Great. Just great. Yeah. So, hello, FBI, Secret Service. Are you going to do Pete Santilli? Could you going to go talk to this idiot? Who is this guy? And who cares? Decent people working together. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. Everybody has value. Period. End of discussion. Now, decisions you make with your life, your individual decisions you make with your life can make you a rotten human being, but it has squat to do with the color of your skin. Jerk. Ricky says he's wanting his 15 minutes. King of Swords. Oh yeah, big, tough guy. I wonder if he's going to have a war room, like little Stevie, like little three-shirt Stevie 3 shirts and his pillow fort. You're dreaming. He's saying all this. He just wants money. He's a racist, blankety blank, and I send out my message of the great, no, you're blankety blank. But if nothing else, I'll make money. Sit down. No, you've got free speech, but where is this guy's podcast? If it's on any kind of widely used platform, congratulations, you've just broken terms of service of every decent platform out there, so you should be. Bye. Ronchi says, my mom is so addicted to black and orange, she doesn't know she can go back. I don't know what that means, but thank you. It's very sweet. Kelly says, DeSantis too busy with woke seaweed and book burnings. That's true. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you. 3 more cards. Pete Santilli or whatever the heck your name is. Yeah, be careful what you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. Calling for executions. Ricky says, breaking news, raw story, Trump indictment expected late Monday or Wednesday. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Well, 4 of Wands. Yeah, you gotta. That's the audience. There are people who want to hear that disgusting tripe. Ugh. All right. 4715. I don't think this is going to go so well for you, Trump, but here, let's see what moronic thing you've got planned for today. So today's episode of Lawyers from Bubblegum Machines. Trump is attempting to derail an investigation into his attempt to overturn the 2020 election loss in Georgia. Attorneys for the former president asked a court to quash a report issued by a special purpose grand jury. Oh, excuse me. Special purpose grand jury came out with a report, and Trump lawyers think they can get that squashed. The report from the grand jury. Based on what? Should also preclude any evidence turned up by the panel. This would be my face if I was the judge. And to recuse the Fulton County District Attorney's Office from investigating him, citing the 5th and 14th Amendments. Could you get Mr. Trump into this courtroom, please, and have him explain to me what the 5th and the 14th Amendments are? I would love his enlightenment on what the 5th and the 14th amendments are. Anyway, which assure due process of law and equal protection under the law. So you're not getting, okay. He's also now claiming, this isn't even just like on the bingo card. This is like the center of the bingo card. Everybody had this on their bingo card. Trump is saying that he can't be indicted because these DAs are trying to ding, 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 interfere with the presidential election. Yes, indeed. Oh, it's not going gonna go well for you. Janelle says he is entitled to protection, just like only like everybody else. Exactly. He absolutely should have his day in court. 100%. That is exactly what I have been hoping for. Actual justice in a court of law, with evidence, with looking at the facts. That's what I've wanted all along. I do not want him dead. I do not want him sick. I do not want him, with a fox in a box, unless it's dutifully, he's convicted and put in prison. But also, someone did a Photoshop of a completely naked Trump being sprayed with his fake tanner. And I can still see that every time I close my eyes. It's horrible. I can't believe Twitter would leave that up, but even just, I don't want that in my head. Ew. Yeah, Kathy Ritchie. Yeah. Ugh. If you really want to see it, you can keep scrolling down through the comments underneath the Boebert video. But I don't recommend it. All right. Queen of Wands. All right. Got your bubblegum machine lawyers. You put in 2 whole quarters, twist the thing, get it out, pop it open, add some water, and poof, lawyer. Trump's lawyer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Queen of Wands. Ugh. Sorry. Knight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. The grand jury was set up. Special grand jury. It was all about you, Trump. All about you. Just the way you like things to be. All about you. The grand jury was set up. You don't have a leg to stand on. How many of your lawyers have lost their licenses, been held in contempt of court, are just losing left, right, and center? Meanwhile, no, there's justice. And Trump is on the wrong side of the Wheel of Fortune. Crunch. Metaphorically. Thomas says that pic is just showing it's no big deal. I don't know. Elflower and Stars is wondering if the judge will put a gag order on 485. I read on that yesterday. We start getting into because this is about the Stormy Daniels thing. He could maybe be gagged about something about that, but you get into First Amendment issues. But they could. All right. Hello, Marie. 54 and a bit. 54.15. Okay. It's been super crazy today. Yeah. And he won't follow a gag order. Okay, let's look at it. 54.30. Trump gag order. Let's have another look. Trump gag order. I was talking about the spray tan pic of Trump. Oh, it's awful. Ray says any gag order on Trump is fabulous. Kathy Kathy Ritchie says, "I won't be quiet." All right. So, Trump, are you going to get a gag order? Would you follow it? Or are you just going to get yourself in more trouble? Yes, Lisa, the House GOP subpoenaed Bragg to testify in a hearing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump gag order. Please, 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 please. Just even a little bit. Just. Oh, he just wants to let loose all the. Not surprising. Yeah, that's you know, gag orders are difficult with First Amendment rights. Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, the Emperor. Justice getting in his way, and there's the Star. Well, Fowler says, leave him to blab, it'll be used against him. Yeah. The justice is getting in the way of the Emperor's golf game. How dare you? This feels quite positive for everybody else. So for this to be positive, for Trump to get a gag order or not, and it to be positive for everybody else, would that mean he is gagged or he isn't? Would other people be? His lawyers want him to be quiet. That doesn't mean much. The Emperor. There's some clear error here. So Becca says the Twitter says 45's indictment is expected late today or Wednesday. Here we go. Fermez la bouche, or go ahead. Go ahead, Trump. Run your mouth. He's going to rallies. Matter of fact, don't forget, this weekend, he's going to be in Waco for the anniversary of the Branch Davidian compound. Storming the Branch Davidian compound. Yes. Thank you, Kathy. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups. He's going to get himself into trouble. I don't know. I am not getting the answer of if he's going to be gagged or not. What I'm getting is that he thinks he can raise money off of whatever, and he's going to get himself into bigger trouble, and we're going to be pleased about it. Now, okay. And Waco, Texas. Oh, Waco, Texas. There we go. Lisa says, will he really be in Waco? Oh, he's not, they're not going to hold him. They're not. He is going to be indicted. He's going to go in. They will take a mugshot. They will fingerprint him. There may be some arraignment short, which is a very short, in front of a short little thing in front of a judge. And then he's going back and playing golf at Mar-a-Lago for just months and months and months. He's not, no. And they're not going to put him in handcuffs either. Yeah, so just letting you know. Will he be, Janelle says out on bail. There might not even be bail. Seriously. Because some people are saying, well, he's not a flight risk. Could you at least take his passport, please? Please? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Man. Yeah, he has a rally in Waco, Texas this weekend. Yeah. 1 hour, 30 seconds. This is just a crazy day. Maggie who? I like your thinking. When there is a pathetic small showing of people protesting Trump's arrest in New York, not if, when, will it make the MAGA politicians rethink their positions? Like McCarthy, EmpTyG Bobert. Maggie says, with your own private plane and an agreement with a different country, would you need a passport? Private plane doesn't matter. You'd still, normally you have to show your passport when you land in foreign countries. But it depends on the agreement he had with the country. Kelly says he'll be in and out in about an hour. Yeah. Hour or two, probably. Yeah. Michelle says he has several passports. We know this because the FBI scooped them up when they were conducting a search and seizure at Mar-a-Lago. I wonder if they have all of them. Interesting. All right, so when all these barricades are up and all of this and crickets, will MAGA Republicans start going, maybe shot through the heart and you're to blame. Trump, you give grift a bad name. Oh, man. 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords, Justice. When Trump is actually, when the hits keep coming from various places, they're going to be sick of trying to defend him. All of these politicians are going to be like, I'm sick of talking about this guy. Sick of it. Thank you, Cindy. So it's a bunch of lies we didn't believe in the first place, and this fool is, if he's not going to prison, close enough, and they're sick of talking about him. He's going to be contained, and he's going to have to get off of the campaign trail. There's a big old justice in his future, and it's huge, and it's bigly massive. Yeah. So yeah. The crowds. Quick look at the crowds, which is what's the next question. 10430. Oh, goodness. Steel barricades are being erected at the Manhattan DA's office. Dun, dun, dun. In seeming preparation for Trump's arrest. Will they be sufficient for protection? Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, see, Trina, the cards are good. Mm-hmm. So, hey, MAGA, look, it's a barrier. Gonna knock it down. Loud yelling, megaphones, but knock the barrier down? Really? Spirit Watcher Suzanne says, Trump is not El Chapo. You are a fool, Trump, if you think that this, oh gosh, all right. A lot of the worst people who could have organized some kind of big brouhaha, they're still in prison in DC. Magician, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This is all the evidence. It's the indictment. This is the whole thing finally laid all out. It's right in the middle. It's Trump standing. You should do this for me. This is also the card of the con man. And maybe you could raise some money. And they'll certainly be sending out a message of, I would be more concerned how things are going to be on, say, is it Saturday is the Waco, Texas thing? He might be able to rile some people up there. But, and one of the things about, I wonder, where is the rally in Waco? Because Trump is having to do more and more of his rallies in fields and things like that, because the cities are, he'd stiff them over and over and over all across the country. So they're like, no, you're not welcome back here because you still owe us a whole heck of a lot of money for overtime and all of this stuff. And so I wonder if he's going to be out in a field again. But Oma Sheila the Quilter says the rally is it actually, does the Branch Davidian compound still exist? I don't know anything about it. Kathy Ritchie says, I thought I read at an airport. Yeah, that's another place you could do it. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Valerie says, oh, really? That's morbid. Yes. Children died. But no, let's have our rally there. Wow. Just when you think there might be a low he won't sink to. No, he just keeps going. Yeah, I can barely see him at this point. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to carry a lot of these questions over. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 questions left. I'm going to read on one of them. I'm going to carry 4 over to tomorrow. Okay, so I will read on them, but we are going to cover this last one because I've got a really good mental image for you to leave you with today. At 109 and a bit. A Russian court has passed a judgment to seize all of Volkswagen's assets in Russia. The German company has been trying to get out of Russia since sanctions went into place last year, excuse me, but was having trouble getting another company to buy its plant and inventory. So what will Russia do with the thousands of cars they seize? And I've just got this mental image of, like, like evil Herbie the Love Bugs, like Herbie Hydra, like a whole bunch of them, like going into Ukraine. Dun, da, 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 da. Or the Volkswagen buses headed for the battlefield. Dude. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A bug infestation, yes, Lisa. Yeah. All right. What am I gonna do with all of the inventory? Oh, oh gosh. Oh, oh my God. Yes, and Igor, the Russian unloved bug. Oh, the bell says, from Russia with bug. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of inventory. Yeah, it is. Oh, sitting with Darth Vader sticking out of the sunroof. Oh my god. Yeah, Russia taking over this stuff. There's fruits of labor. Page of Pentacles. Vlad is hurting for money and supplies. Yeah. Mr. Tough Guy. Problem is, normally I don't care about things like this, but Putin being Putin, he's an exception. So I will make this joke, something I would not make for anybody else. The thing is, if Putin was standing up through the sunroof of a Volkswagen going into battle, would it be like this? Boris and Natasha. But first, Moose and Bug. Oh, Prince. Okay, yeah. He'll just, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But first, Moose and Bug. All right, that's gonna do it for me today. I had to share that with you. Yes, Agent 008 back there. No, it didn't. No, was it 006 or 008 who went bad? Oh, he's a good kitty. He's 001. He's the most important. Anyway, all right. Mary says the dump rally at Waco Regional Airport, doors open at noon. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right. I will be thank you. I will be right back here tomorrow. Or if this moron is finally indicted, I will be. I mean, literally, the live stream is set up. I just have to. It's like dated, like way in the far future, so I can just at any point, I can just go into StreamYard, find the thing, hit it, and go live. So I just need to finish making the cover. Yeah. But anyway, it's 1:31 here in Chicago. In 2 hours, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Other than that, I will see you as soon as this moron is indicted, or I'll be right back here tomorrow. All right, so hang in there. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right, take care.